Morning students, today we are going to start with our topic nutrition. Okay, it is the part of life process chapter. Okay, first topic is nutrition. Now nutrition is the components. Okay, nutrition is the process by which we intake the food material. Nutrition is the process by which we intake the nutrients. Okay, intake the nutrients. So, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of intake of the nutrients by an organism. Right? Now, nutrients we can also write by an organism. Okay. Now, here one term came which is known as nutrients. Okay. So, what is this? Nutrients. These are the components of the food. Components of the food. This is your nutrients. Nutrients like which we are using in everyday life for our survival. That is proteins, vitamins, minerals. All these are the nutrients which we are using as a food to eat. Okay. So nutrition is the process of intake of nutrients in which we intake the nutrients in the form of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So there is different modes of nutrition. Now nutrition is a process, right? Nutrients are the components, but there are different modes of nutrition because we are having different types of organisms. Different types of organisms are seen in the environment like plants, animals. So all of them cannot have the same mode of nutrition. Okay. So we are having mode of nutrition. Different modes of nutrition. Right. We are having mainly two different types of nutrition. One is your autotrophic. Second one is heterotrophic. Okay, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic is a mode of nutrition in which plants prepare their own food. Okay, it mainly takes place in the plants and some of the bacteria. Whereas in case of heterotrophic, we can see the living organisms are also of different types. Right? So we are having three different types of heterotrophic nutrition. First one is saprophytic. Saprophytic mode of nutrition. Second one is parasitic. Parasitic mode of nutrition, and the third one is holozoic. Holozoic mode of nutrition. These are the three different modes of heterotrophic nutrition, okay, by which the organisms eat food. Okay, now we'll see in detail about the autotrophic nutrition. In case of autotrophic nutrition, mainly takes place in the plants. Okay, and plants prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Plants prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, with the help of some of the inorganic components like carbon dioxide and water and chlorophyll in the presence of sunlight. Chlorophyll is present in the plant itself, and other things they are taking from outside the environment like water from the soil. Okay, water and minerals from the soil, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and the light from the sun. So the sun is the ultimate source of light. Okay. Next one is the heterotrophic nutrition. Now depending on the different types of organisms, there are different patterns of nutrition. Okay, first one is saprophytic. Saprophytic organisms take their food from the dead organisms, okay, like fungi, many of the bacteria, they are the saprophytic organisms. Okay. Now parasitic mode of nutrition is seen in the organisms. They depend on the others for their survival. Others are not getting any benefit, like lice, your Cuscuta. Okay, these are the plants, parasitic plants. And holozoic organisms are those organisms which depend on the food. They intake the whole food and then digestion takes place. Digestion here is intracellular, means digestion takes place inside the body. Okay, I hope you had understood this mode of nutrition. Please draw it, and then we are going to the next topic. Okay students, I hope you people had noted it down. Now next we are going to start with nutrition in plants. Okay, there are different modes of nutrition. First we are going to study in detail about the nutrition in plants. So nutrition in plants starts with the, okay, this is nutrition in, right, nutrition in plants. Okay, now nutrition in plants takes place by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis. Nutrition in plants takes place by the process of photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is an energy transformation process. It is energy transformation. Energy transformation process means sunlight is converted into chemical energy. Light is converted into chemical energy. Okay, in this case synthesis of food takes place with the help of sunlight. Okay, synthesis of food takes place with the help of sunlight. Now it is a process. Photosynthesis is again a process in which plants use sunlight and chlorophyll to synthesize food by utilizing carbon dioxide and water. Now we said, let us see that it is converted into chemical energy. Now it is having its own formula. There is a formula which CO2 plus H2O. Okay, CO2 is carbon dioxide which we are getting from the atmosphere, and O2 in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And it is converted into C6H12O6 plus H2O plus O2. Okay, now we are going to balance this equation. Equation should be balanced. 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O. 12 H2O will give 6 carbon molecule. This is your start. C6H12O6 plus 6 H2O and 6 molecules of oxygen. So this is the equation of your photosynthesis. Okay, by this process your chemical energy is being produced, right? Now what is the site of photosynthesis, where this photosynthesis takes place? Okay, so that is site of photosynthesis is known as leaves. Okay, leaves are known as the site of photosynthesis. Main photosynthesis takes place in the leaves. Now externally we can say that it takes place in the leaves, but inside the leaves where it takes place? Okay, leaf itself is having a layer by layer arrangement. Okay, so photosynthesis takes place in the mesophyll tissues which is present in the leaves. Okay, inside the leaves mesophyll tissues are there. Mesophyll tissues, we are having the stomata. Okay, inside the leaf we are having a stomata. Now which helps in the exchange of gases from the atmosphere to the leaves. Okay, atmosphere to the leaves. So we are having stomata. Stomata is the place where exchange of gases takes place. Now stomata, I am drawing one diagram of the stomata. This is the structure of stomata we are having. I am going to label this. So students, you can see the structure of stomata. This is the guard cell, okay. This is the chloroplast, and we are having inner side of the stomata is thick walled, okay. It is very thick walled, and the outer side of the stomata is very thin walled, okay. By this place, this is called stomatal aperture or the stomatal pore. Through the pores, the exchange of gases takes place, okay. Exchange of gases takes place. You can see the structure of stomata, okay. In this stomata, the main component is our chloroplast, okay. Chloroplast is the main component which traps the solar light. It used to trap the solar light. Now we are going to study this chloroplast in detail. Chloroplast in detail. Now you can see chloroplast. Okay. Chloroplast is a double membranous structure. What is chloroplast? It is a double membranous structure. You can see it is a double membranous structure. The outer wall and the inner wall is visible to all of you. This is the outer wall. Outer wall, and this one is inner wall, okay. Outer wall and the inner wall. Inside this we are having the stack-like structure which is known as thylakoid, okay. Thylakoid membranes are present which are connected with each other, right. These are the thylakoid membranes, and these are interconnected with each other with the pipe-like structure, okay. This is known as inner lamellar junction. Inner lamellar junction. Now, these are the thylakoid membrane, okay, and the jelly-like material present inside it is known as stroma. Stroma is the jelly-like material, and these are the thylakoids. Okay, you can see the structure. These used to help in trapping the sunlight. Okay, the thylakoid membrane used to trap the sunlight in the daytime and release that energy into the stroma at the night time. So working of thylakoid membrane starts in the daytime and working of this stroma takes place at the night. Now chloroplast is the only two components are there which is having its own DNA. One is the chloroplast, another one is the mitochondria, except nucleus. Okay, nucleus itself is having its genetic material, that is the DNA. Except that we are having plastids or the chloroplast, which is the green pigment. It's having its own DNA, as well as the mitochondria, which is known as powerhouse of the cell. Okay, now they used to trap the sunlight. Apart from chloroplast, one of the components is having very important function. There are many different materials, okay, the raw material for the process of photosynthesis. What is raw material? Raw material for the process of photosynthesis. So these are your CO2 and water. CO2 and water, carbon dioxide and water. These are being released. Now you can see CO2 is absorbed from the atmosphere with the help of stomata, and water is absorbed from the xylem, okay, from the xylem tissue present in the roots and stem, and CO2 with the help of stomata. Now there is a process takes place. Now we are going to study about the process of photosynthesis in detail. Process of, now the mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism of photosynthesis, two things takes place. One is the trapping of sunlight. Trapping of sunlight, and the second one is conversion of light energy Okay, so first one is the trapping of sunlight. It is also known as light reaction, and the second one is the trapping of second one is conversion of light energy into the chemical energy. Now there is one more reaction takes place which is known as dark reaction. Okay, now in this reaction what happens? CO2 is reduced with the help of an acelerometry power. Okay, it is reduced into carbon dioxide. CO2 is reduced into carbon dioxide. Now during the daytime, stomata opens in the light, in the presence of light, but extreme light stomata get closed. Okay, it opens early in the morning and late in the evening, not in the daytime. Right? Now there is one plant which is known as desert plant. In case of desert plant, the process is just inverted. Okay, it is just inverted. What happens? CO2 is captured in night. Okay, carbon dioxide is captured in night because stomata opens only at night. Stomata opens only at night. It does not open in the daytime. Okay, this CO2 is converted in the form of इंटरमीडिएट कंपाउंड. ओके, नाइट में क्या होता है? एक इंटरमीडिएट कंपाउंड में CO2 को कन्वर्ट कर दिया जाता है जिसे हम बोलते हैं मैलिक एसिड. ओके, मैलिक एसिड बोलते हैं. नाउ दिस इन टर्न रिमेन्स स्टोर्ड. ओके, दिस मैलिक एसिड इज स्टोर्ड इन द लीफ. ओके, इट इज स्टोर्ड इन द लीफ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मैलिक एसिड एंड इन डे टाइम with the help of energy of the sunlight. Okay, which is captured by the chloroplast. Okay, it acts upon this intermediate compound and converts into carbohydrate, which is the food. Okay, food is prepared in the daytime, whereas in normal plants food is prepared at night. Okay, and there is one process which takes place inside the plants. It is known as photolysis. Okay, there is a very important process which is known as photolysis. Okay, photolysis is the process of breakdown of water molecule. Okay, water molecule. The oxygen which we are getting to breathe in is released from this water molecule. Okay, that process is known as photolysis. Okay, photolysis is the process of breakdown of water molecule into the water, into oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, oxygen and hydrogen is released. Now with this we had completed nutrition in plants. Next class we are going to start with the nutrition in animals. Meanwhile, you just read this topic.